All travel is driven by a need to reach a destination. People are somewhere and they want to be somewhere else. How well they're able to achieve that goal of reaching destinations depends on how fast they can travel, but it also depends on where they are and where the destinations are. We've been operating for decades with metrics that focus just on half of that equation. How fast can people travel? And speed is important, but it's not the whole picture. We're focused on accessibility as a metric that looks at that end-to-end purpose of transportation, fulfilling people's need to reach destinations. The Accessibility Observatory is pushing the envelope and staying ahead of research into what new types of metrics are possible, improving the detail and the resolution in our metrics, and finally transferring all of this into practice.
The Access to Destination study, combined with the Transportation Regional Growth study, first educated the professionals of new ways of looking at how transportation and growth and land use might be dealt with. It really grew out of some frustration in the 1990s when in the Twin Cities region, congestion was increasing very rapidly, one of the highest rates of growth in congestion in the country. The primary takeaway of the research team was really a better understanding of congestion. And congestion is not necessarily bad. It is an indicator, in fact, of economic vitality. And if we want to understand congestion, we really need to look at the cause, and that's much more related to land use decisions and land use development and planning. That conclusion of how land use and transportation are so linked led us to ask, well, how can we measure that? How do we know how well that overall system is performing?
Transportation users expect agencies like MnDOT and our regional and local partners to make the right investments at the right places and to ensure that they can get where they need to go when they need to get there. So accessibility data can help agencies make investment decisions that get the most benefit from the transportation dollars.
Our National Pooled Fund Study, which is led by the Minnesota Department of Transportation, lets us bring together many different partners who are all interested in developing new data sets for accessibility, as well as new tools for measuring it.
Accessibility measures focus on the traveler's destination and their ability to reach that destination efficiently. There are currently 10 states who are pooled fund members, and we look forward to welcoming additional members like state DOTs and metropolitan planning organizations and other organizations to join the study.
I think that accessibility metrics and research into improving them can help planners and transportation analysts move beyond metrics that are focused just on speed and how quickly people can move. And it gets them at those deeper questions of satisfying people's need to interact with valuable opportunities.